Okay, let's see here. Round 3, that's a lot of bands. As you can see, that is quite a bit of bands. Seer Priestess, Toy Merchant, Barmaid, Psychologist, and then a forward. To ban... If you ban Toy Merchant, it most likely isn't a geisha. If you ban... if you ban forward, neither doesn't really get countered by forward. Clerk? This could be a clerk game. This, honestly speaking, could be a clerk game. Cilia could definitely run Excitement Clerk here if he wants to chase after the anti-queering. Excitement Clerk actually isn't too bad against anti-queering at all. No, Clerk has been banned. Ah, it's a BQ. Never mind, it's a BQ. I just realized. I genuinely speaking just realized. I was like, oh wait a second, we can run Clerk. No, Clerk was banned, never mind. But it does seem like Buddy Queen will be coming out here though. I guess once again chasing after you can try chase after the antiquarian. Because for me, right, anti cannot decode. Antiquarian is not allowed to decode until Flywheel is almost up and ready to go. It's best not to decode as Antiquarian against a Dream Witch overall. I think it's not that much of a great idea. So, not Dream Witch, against a Bloody Queen. So for the Anti-Right here, she needs to hide alongside with the fact that Mech also has to hide. Unless Anti spawns in 2-story, then it probably would be better for Anti. But once again, as we've been saying as well, maybe Mech should go to 2-story instead. But as we do see here as well, Mech being a big bow, Antiquarian at a shack is not your best option. That's what I'm gonna put down on towards our place. It's not the best option for Antiquarian to spawn in that area, especially against a BQ. No, it's not. Honestly speaking, it's not. Probably Mech spawning there would be a better idea if you just deploy the doll down and then rotate out immediately. If BQ gets rid of your doll, it's either that she needs to use her mirror to get rid of it, or she needs to take some time, because you can definitely use your doll to decode. Not to decode, to contain. But with BQ spawning near Shack as well though, between Shack and Beach, for now, depending on how she wants to do this, probably chasing after Antiquarian would be one of the better options here, considering the fact that Mech Cypher will not be locked, not with that spawn type location. But of course, once again, this will be an excitement BQ, so we have to come in with a before half rescue. Anyway, this will be Scars versus WBG for day 5 match 1 game 3, first half of our group stages. Moving on to the game then, shall we? Okay, onto the game we go. It does seem like Cilia is going to rotate closely towards Hui as of now. Hui crouching right here is not that much of a bad option, but if Cilia realizes, then he could mirror out. But I guess he's just playing a little bit more safer right here. Oh no, never mind. Coming out here immediately, we will be getting the first early hit, which is a little bit more unfortunate right there. Hui decides that he doesn't really want to use any sweep stab or sweep, stab, or flip. No, flip is not the right thing. I forgot what's a swipe right there. Because there was a high chance for him to cancel attack animation, and the attack may land. But with 5 seconds left until the next mirror is up and ready to go, Cilia also does have excitement here. So for Hui, it does seem like we're going to get excitement out immediately. That's what surprises me more though. I feel like for Cilia, a better option would be wait for the triple swipe to come true, and then you excitement, just so then Antiquarian can't rebound kite anymore. But for Antiquarian as of now, Iron being near middle, a little bit further away with the Cypher Machine probably isn't enough, but for the survivors right here, it doesn't really mean anything. It genuinely speaking doesn't really mean anything. You can get it really early down, but then like the Cypher Machine will still be going down pretty darn fast. We do see that Mech Doll will not be destroyed as Mercenary successfully getting in right before half, getting the rescue right there, and Mercy has to leave. Mercy can't stay here anymore. If Mercy stays here, it's very bad. And of course, from City's side, not having any mirrors left, 10 seconds until the next mirror, it's not that much of a great time for him. As of now, still 4 seconds left until the next mirror. For Hui, that's going to be the first one. Ooh, the pushback, the stab there didn't really do much at all. There is a chance for him to sweep there once again, but I guess at the end of the day, it is what it is. No one is missing the hit right there. Oh, but I mean, still goes down. he contained enough. He contained enough for this to become a tie. Why, you may ask? If there was no mech, this can definitely be a win, but there is a mech right there, so it makes it a whole different story. Wanted to order on towards our mercenary as of now, though. Once Cilia realizes that there's 4 survivors out there decoding, he's just gonna YOLO holo. He can definitely change from like trump card to blink right here. Why, you may ask me, why you may say that I suggest him to do that? Because the moment that BQ mirrors closely towards the acrobat, you, in a nutshell, right, you can change the blink the acrobat, and then your mirror will be refreshed. That's the whole reason why. But it does seem like the doll will be nearby just to get a little bit more of a pressure right here, as Merc is also half health, therefore Mech can't really decode that fast. And then Cilia looking for the nearest Cypher machine who's decoding near Cypher machine. It does seem like Iron in the middle of the mercenary right now who's rotating away. For mech as of now, well, I mean, they got the ciphers done. They, generally speaking, did get the ciphers done. 2 ciphers at 80% plus 1 cipher at 50% and another one at 67%, which is mech stall. For mercenary, he still does have 2 elbow pads, but it does seem like we're deciding to save the elbow pads since Mercy does have a mini tide of 15 seconds. Being able to pull away and hopefully going a little bit deep in towards the Ocean Rider to force Cilia to chair even slower compared to usual. This is gonna hurt quite a bit, crawling a little bit more right there, just so Cilia takes a little bit more time. There's only 2 cipher machines remaining now, and one of them, let me say this right, one of them is at middle. If Cilia decides to throw out the mirror prematurely right here, it's not going to be that much of a good look for him. And actually, you know what? Well, now what I'm seeing is if Cilia realizes the middle cipher has been decoded, we can pop the cipher. I think popping that cipher wouldn't be too bad. Not popping, sorry, abnormaling that cipher. But with Mech coming in towards the rescue right now, our MK here, the acrobat here, he cannot afford. He, generally speaking, can't afford to be a half health, because he needs to come into rescue next. But changing targets here immediately. Changing targets for the acro isn't that much of a bad idea. Acro, in all honesty, counters you pretty darn hard. Pretty darn hard. One mirror is one ball. One mirror is, genuinely speaking, one ball. Cilia does not see where the survivors. No, he does see where the survivors are. Survivors, it does seem like we are not going to be able to land the hit on Mercenary, which is a little bit unfortunate right there. But Mercy, still having 2 elbow pads left on his hands, decides that he wants to immediately elbow pad away in towards the one pallet one window there nearby, near the big rock. But once again, the cipher machine, 2 cipher machines, both synchronizingly at 82%. Does seem like Cilia wants to camp this a little bit more. But here comes the biggest issue. The cipher machine in middle will be popped, and it does seem like MK wants to open it. But if this becomes the case, like Mercy can definitely down again. Well, I'm not saying Mercy can down again. Mercy can definitely down again, but it seems like we're gonna use our last elbow pad for that one, which is a little bit more surprising to me. Because like if you do decide to rush this one without BQ, with like, problem here is Mercy didn't need to use that elbow pad. If Mercy gets normal hit right here and then like changes mirror images and decides to chair the mercenary, then in my personal opinion, I think it's more than enough for this to become a tie, considering the fact that Mech stall is also near the exit gate. Unless that doll percentage is not enough to reach towards the chair. But as of now with the survivor side, good news for them is their ciphers are pretty darn far away from each other. For the last 3 ciphers, one in the middle, one near big one, and the other one all the way out in shack, it does seem like Acrobat will immediately start to open that cipher right now. Iron will be looking for as much items as possible, most likely for the mech. For Iron right here coming out is not that much of a great idea, because I mean, the crows did come out, so I guess you can just touch the cipher to get rid of the crows. But once again here, you may have a wand, but now you just no items remaining on your hand. There's like a no item mech and no item mercenary. That's not that much of a great idea here. Not that much of a great idea here. But once again, if we do see here as well, Cilia is not able to land any of the previous 3 mirrors that he has been throwing out, which is why it's kind of a good news here for WBG. They're able to pull out quite a bit of time here. 30 seconds is kind of like... 30 seconds is honestly half a cipher. So for BQ endgame, it's not really that good for her, which is why I'm like, it's okay for survivors to fight for as much as they want, as long as they can stall until like accelerated decoding comes out. The cipher machines are technically speaking primed. But as we do see as well, Lon deciding that he wants to go away from middle cipher. No, he's gonna start looking for an item for himself. Most likely it's for the mercenary. Most likely it's for the mercenary. But with excitement changed to trump card into teleport right there. You cannot teleport immediately against a mercenary who hasn't been chaired, which is why I was like, probably And then I guess survivors did really well then with the elbow pad. But then once again, I'm like, okay, they pulled more than enough time, I guess. But if it wasn't for the failed mirror, once again, I guess it's really just a huge question mark right there for all of us. But right now, as we do see here as well, Mech dropping the item near the window. Mercenary successfully picking up the item as of now. Mirror is definitely going to be ready. What has to be done here is we need to use a watch. Yeah, we need to use the watch. We need to use the safest option is to watch and then pop. Use your pocket watch and then pop. But then of course from Iron's side he's able to use it once again for Cilia, which is a little bit unfortunate from what I'm seeing from the other side as well. Being able to get towards the nearest 2-story, but losing Cilia a little bit right there, which is thank goodness me. But Cilia here will have to change. Vault over the window right there, thankfully, and the Cypher machine will, and the exit gate will be opened here. No, it does seem like we're gonna teleport instead. Survivors did a really good job right there. I didn't expect the teleport to come in that early, considering the fact that Acrobat's gate will be opened right there. Because regardless of what happens right there, Acrobat is still able to open his gate, or one of them is still able to open their gate, and then Mercenary can just self-heal. You are going to have to use a mirror on towards the survivors to down them. So then you'll have no mirrors left until the next, let's say, 30 seconds. And with that much time, it's more than enough. It's more than enough for the survivors to rotate towards the exit gates. But for now, it does seem like Mercenary will be fully healed. I mean, Mechstall can come in to give some tinnitus. Yeah, Mechstall can definitely come in to give some tinnitus. As of now, as we do see as well, the other two survivors currently rotating away as much as possible right now. So yeah, that was a very beautiful mirror, but that didn't manage to do much, which is a little bit unfortunate. But let's congratulate the tie here coming from Scars' side. They need a 4-man elimination next game to win. Let's move on then to second half, shall we? Okay, second half, skipping the ban pick phase right there. We're going to be having a Mercenary, Patient, Priestess, and of course an Acrobat. Once again, this is going to be YMM coming out as Dream Witch for Game 3, a Redemption arc, as we do see here as well. Mona here being leeched immediately, but the problem here is the main follower will be coming through here as well. Ooh, not being able to get the hit right there, but also not vaulting over the window, which is a little bit more of a surprise to me, Lamo. Once again, be able to successfully rotate away from YMM's side. It does seem like it'll be a trump card detention with Claustrophobia to guarantee that 1-man elimination, and of course the patroller coming out here immediately. Mona most likely will be bitten here, but at least the good news for Mona is he can technically speaking rotate towards the nearest pallet, or just hook, or just take a patroller's bite and come on, what was that hook? Come on, let's be fully honest with ourselves, and we missed the pallet system right here. Come on, Mona. That was a huge mistake right there for the Dream Witch being able to get it down within 60 seconds of the game. Only one patroller has been used, and the Cypher machine at best is 60%, and there's also a basement nearby. YMM is gonna force this basement. He's gonna force it. The moment that this patient struggles free, there we go. Comes down with a normal spawn follower hit, and of course Mercenary being upstairs as of now though. You could try selling, but Dream Witch is also outside of the vicinity, outside of Shack right now, so he can see where you're crouching. Which is why selling against Dream Witch is kind of really darn hard. It's like really darn hard. Seeing where the Mercenary is, getting battle pots down immediately. I guess you either come in early, you either coming late. But the problem here is it's going to end up as a double down situation. There is a leech upstairs. We're going to hit the patient and successfully allowing the Mercenary to rotate out. Now, is there a land portal? There is. Dream Witch will have to take that. And it seems like Dream Witch will be taking one of it. Can we take the second one? We were a bit late on the second one, but once again, as we do see as well, not enough time. Deciding to put the patroller down here, decides not to leech immediately, which is not that much of a bad choice, considering the fact that Priestess was of course on the patient, so it'll be a little bit harder there to leech the patient. But with Mona's side right here, Mona's leech wanting to go out to look at the Priestess having still one portal left on her hands, but gets the patroller bite right there, so the portal will be forced. Portal will... No, we'll be giving a normal hit right here. Okay, 2 survivors currently at half health. We patroller out. We do see that our acrobat is currently healing the mercenary. Mercenary being at full health as of now, though mercenary will be forced to use his last level path to rotate towards the chair. Patrolling down here immediately. It depends on if Priestess is on the other side of the map. We do have Tinnitus here, so we do know that Priestess is nearby, question mark. No, that I think that Tinnitus actually came from Mona's body, but Mona will be returning out here. We changed to listen. Right. We changed to listen. Okay. Oh, what do we change to listen? What I mean by technicality, 1-man elimination is already a win for WBG, so I guess... Oh, you know what? First time seeing it, might as well see it. You might as well. Then the sword deciding to rotate in towards the beach right here. I guess they're all just playing very, how do I say? Very freely as of now. WBG being able to beat Scars right here. Oh, okay. Once again using listen. We're just playing around here, I guess, but we're so right now getting a leech on towards himself immediately. We're currently missing 3 ciphers. We're 3 ciphers 50% right now, and 1 cipher that's almost done. So right now has to be very careful right here. He may have tied, but his balls are still limited though at the end of the day. Now then, having that on the other side, we do see that it's going to be an immediate change. And Vault's over there once again, but from Sora's side, he may have a red ball, but this red ball will not lock Dream Witch from her own followers, which is more of the unfortunate situation right here. It locks the listen, so it is what it is there. But with the other 2 cipher machines being done here, Mercenary should be able to come in to do a normal before half rescue, and then Priestess will just have to finish the 91% cipher and then the 46% cipher, unless this cipher here by Broken Hush is actually the 46% cipher, then that will suck the most. Then that will just hurt the most. But for Tsunami's side as of now, having 2 portals here should be able to portal in and do a normal rescue. But this type of a distance right now, YMM only has 1 stack of Berserker, if I'm not wrong. I think does he have Berserker? I don't even think he has Berserker anymore. He brought Rage, didn't he? But Pione coming in for the rescue as well, though. Sees that Mercenary comes in utilizing the elbow pad, wanting to get it. If this is a Terror Shock, it's a 4-man elimination, and thankfully it's not a Terror Shock, so it's still a guaranteed tie as of now. From what I'm seeing now here though, Tsunami finishing the cipher in middle. Then where is the 46% cipher then? Is it actually here in beach? Is the biggest question as of now. I mean, come on, YMM, listen. It's listen, guys, it's listen. Oh my lord. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I feel like if you change to listen, you definitely need a 3-man escape here. You can definitely get a 3-man escape here if it's listen, but for Sora's Leech, oh my god, Sora's Leech is in 2-story. Oh my lord, or is that Pione's Leech? No, that's Sora's Leech. Oh, it gets a normal hit right there. Sadly, it wasn't a Terror Shock, but double down here probably is what matters the most. But it seems like there is another Leech nearby, therefore Sora here really can't do much as of now. Being able to continue for a little bit longer right here, at least we'll be seeing the tie. Never mind, we won't be seeing the tie anymore. We will not be seeing the tie anymore. This will become a guaranteed 3-man elimination. 4-man elimination, I would say there's like a 60% chancing it happening. But then, like, I wouldn't say 100% because there's no blink. This is a listen. We changed to listen. I mean, we changed to listen. Unless that was a mistake. Then you know what? Fair play to you. But wow. Wow. Popping the cipher machine right there, as we do see as well. Mercenary will get leeched immediately here. Mercy cannot take Long Portal if he wants to get a 1-man escape. They can't take Long Portal if they want the 1-man escape, because Mercy will just be slugged. And then Dream Witch as well running towards the Mercenary now, as we do see Mercenary rotating around the bushes. It's quite a big bush, if you don't mind me saying. Normal hit will be coming through here. Normal hit did not come through here. I mean, guess a normal hit right there. Dungeon is near... Dungeon. Okay, he won't be able to make it to dungeon. But a little bit of an early thing. Let's congratulate YMM for getting the 3-man elimination here. My lord, let's congratulate WBG for winning against Scars. I'll see you on the next highlights. Bye bye.